Okay, so what we're looking at is a McCulloch Professional 1010S chainsaw. It's got a 16-inch bar. I believe it's a 52cc engine. I got this from my dad a few years ago. It wouldn't stay running, and he didn't use it anymore, so it sat for a while. So I went through the carburetor on it and did a rebuild kit, and I assume that's what the problem was. After the rebuild, it still wouldn't stay idling, so I also bought a fuel line, and that's when it worked really well. So I bought a air filter along with that, a new air filter. I had my uncle Randy actually made a new chain for it. He had all the tools for just making chain. He did a lot of sawing and stuff. Dad said he bought this saw new. He's actually, the date's written down on the book, November 27th, 1982, and he remembers paying about $300 for this thing. That's a pretty good chunk of change in my mind for a chainsaw back in '82. Thing is super loud. It does have a muffler, but it's really loud. It comes with a 16-inch bar, and in the book it says it can run up to a 24-inch, which I have no doubt, because this thing is, like I said, it's wicked. This year I took it out and I had some issues with gas leaking. You can see here what I did was buy a new gasket for the gas tank. It's like a two-piece tank, and I applied a bunch of gasket maker with that to get it to seal. I also got a new fuel line again. For whatever reason, that other fuel line dry rotted out and it was leaking fuel into the air box here, so got a new fuel line. And I also bought another gasket for the oil tank here for the bar and chain oil, and did a good job with that. This thing always seems to leak though. This up in here too could probably use a new O-ring on that cap. But yeah, this thing's pretty wicked. I got it running again now. Runs just like it did before. This thing is just, I like this thing. It's super loud. It's unmistakable compared to other chainsaws. You'd hear it in the woods a mile away. It has an automatic oiler on for the chain, but then it also has a manual oiler as well. So if you get in some really pitchy wood that's really extremely sticky, you can just give it more shot of bar and chain oil. Chokes on this side, engine stop. It does have a chain brake on it, throttle lock, and then it's hard to tell, but it also has a decompression switch, so you can it pulls over just a little bit easier when you're starting it. So what I'll do is I'll set the camera down here and let's give this thing a rip here. Hopefully it starts here. It should start on the first pull here. Forgot to separate. Yes. So there you go. I don't know if you're going to really be able to tell how loud it is, but this thing really barks. I like it. Dad got rid of it because it was getting, it's just too heavy for what he does, for the amount of stuff he works with. It's just too heavy, big of a saw for him. For me, I'm still a younger guy, so I'm going to use this, and it was free to me. So besides the gaskets part and then a ton of time on my part. So there it is.